All right, here's our player from Incredible Miracle. I met him in a swamp down in Dagobah where it bubbles all the time like a giant carbonated soda. His name is YoDa.
I am YoDa.
YoDa YoDa.
YoDa YoDa.
True. I used to have that entire song memorized. I could actually sing
I still do have a lot of
now
it memorized, actually, as you could tell.
I'll have to try that later. See who knows more of that song.
Speaking of swamps,
look swampy
Zerg
there.
creep all over the place at the base of.
FXO Leenock.
I thought you wanted to do both of them. Sorry.
I kind of did. I didn't have anything specifically planned for Leenock, though. I improvised that one.
It's this guy. There you go. Thanks to Pepsi and G-Skill for sponsoring the GSL, letting us see Reaper Speed being researched again.
That's right.
Without them, we wouldn't see it happen, except on ladder.
Nitro Packs is actually Pepsi.
Nitro packs?
Yeah. That's what gives the Reapers their. That's what gives the Reapers their speed.
That's right. Forget Gatorade. That's what they're using. That's what Nitro Packs actually are. It's just a bottle of Gatorades they just put into the engine. It's true.
That's right.
Yeah. So Leenock going to be going hatch first in this. Not surprising at all.
Not at all. Or, yep. There it goes.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a big map. No reason not to.
Sorry, I wasn't. I saw that drone running off to scout, and I was like, wait a minute.
He's just defecting. Don't worry about him. They'll catch him.
He's like, I'm just gonna go scout, guys. I'll be right back.
The penalty for leaving the wall is beheading, Moletrap.
Is it?
It is. Haven't you seen Game of Thrones yet?
No.
Oh, we're gonna watch that.
Dude, I don't want to spoil the books.
Blah,
I haven't read the books yet. I'm waiting for the series to be finished so I can read the books, because I've had fantasy series that I read before where the author died before he finished it.
Oh.
And so it's like, well, now I
long.
can never read the ending.
Well, hopefully that doesn't happen with Game of Thrones. Tech Lab going up on that barracks again for a Terran player YoDa, and this I would have to imagine is probably going to be more of an expand thing than the build like we saw last time. Although you certainly wouldn't expect to see it again. I mean, that stuff does move across the map quite fast. But you know, Reaper expands are pretty popular in TVZ.
He is getting
Run,
a Reaper
drone!
out. Oh, that Marine's still chasing that drone.
Oh, does get away.
SCV ready.
Meanwhile, SCV gets in and spots the expansion of Leenock.
Yeah.
He's going to go into the main and spot the main of Leenock.
Yeah. I actually really like the Reaper expand in TVZ. You get a lot of map control with the Reaper. You can kill a drone or Zerg.
Yeah, if you're lucky, you can kill a bunch of stuff. And
yep.
In fact, I think didn't YoDa? YoDa got a lead against Fruit Dealer in one of his games against Fruit Dealer. Wait, no, Ganji played Fruit Dealer. Never mind.
Yeah.
Ganji got a lead against Fruit Dealer. That's what I meant to say. Oh, bye-bye, drone.
Bye. Yeah.
The game is over for that drone.
That's right. Well, when you play the game of drones, you win or you die. I know. I've heard it all before.
Anyway, usually the Reaper's just to scout and stuff, but sometimes you get lucky and they're off guard. You get a handful of drones and some Zerglings, and you can win the game off of it.
Yeah.
YoDa coming in with this Reaper now.
Yeah, and I mean, the really important thing with doing a Reaper expand like this is to keep the Reaper alive. You know, it's to get that map control, take the towers, not let Zerg, you know, get in, do any sort of scouting. So, I mean, if you can get a drone or two, great, but, you know, it's much more important to keep that Reaper alive, and that's exactly what we're seeing YoDa doing. Not being risky at all, not ducking behind the mineral lines like a crazy person. Even though the Reapers are technically crazy, they're controlled by chips in their head that make
Are they really?
I believe so. They're like reconditioned or something like that. I don't know what the proper term is by the Dominion to be good boys.
Good to know.
That's right. Playing the single player, remember? I'm learning all this stuff
Yeah,
now.
I didn't, maybe I just forgot about all that stuff.
Just made it through the mission where you have to choose between helping Tosh and Nova. I decided to help Nova because I wanted ghosts instead of specters.
Usually,
Tosh was so mad though.
Usually the mechanic guy's just like, hey, guess what? I got the specs for this new thing. And it's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. That is so clever.
Nice.
That is actually really cool. We saw Boxer do that with like some Marines once, but the Reaper in there is perfect.
Yeah.
Because when the depot goes down, you can run away anyway.
Starport gets
really cool.
spotted by the Overlord. Yeah, that actually, I love it when I see that on the map. And the only other person I've ever seen do that, I think, is Boxer.
I think so.
Yep, the Reaper can just sit back there and shoot Zerglings all day, or you can just watch them run past.
Oh, look, you didn't even complete the depot. You can even cancel that later.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
Fantastic.
Absolutely. So these Zerglings for Leenock, they're going to try to get a little bit more map control back for him. See what's going on. Already a lot of Hellions out. Right now, Blue Flame just finishing right now for YoDa.
That was weird. Those Zerglings, like the first shot they took was red, and the second shot they took was blue.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the one flaw in the plan for YoDa.
Yeah.
Was units with range.
Yeah.
Reaper goes down pretty quickly there.
YoDa didn't foresee that one, did he?
And Hellions at the watchtower spot these roaches coming as well.
Yeah, and Leenock.
Is he going to be prepared for these roaches, actually? I don't know, man.
Yep, Leenock's not making any drones. He's making a lot of roaches. He's got a lot of lings. Only 4 Hellions. The bunker getting close to completing. And Leenock focusing down the Marines.
Whoa.
Oh, I don't know. I
Time,
think
but he's gonna have
Leenock's
anything
got
for the
this.
Zerglings.
Yeah, there's not a lot that YoDa can do except bring back those Hellions, but is he going to get there in time? The bunker goes down.
Zerglings focusing down all the SCVs,
he's
repairing the
gonna
bunker.
get
He's
the
going to lose his tank as well. Medevac doing its best, but there's no, it just can't heal fast enough. The Zerglings down with the main base. Hellions engaging roaches when they need to kill, and Siege Tech gets canceled.
Yeah, nice job by Leenock zoning out those Hellions with the roaches. Now the Lings are loose in the base right now. And look at that, Leenock producing 10 drones. I love it.
Actually, Siege
Not
Tech
going all in with this.
got completed, so he could theoretically run this tank back and hold off with a Siege Tank unless he blocks it himself.
Yep. And the great thing about this with Leenock is he's just going to be so far ahead after this. Taking that third base at the same time, producing a ton of drones. Great. And yeah, as you can see, it's really, really difficult to take care of those roaches early in the game as Terran.
Leenock doing
quite durable.
Tons of damage. It looks like we're going to see another blowout here so at this point, Doa. Leenock with double the supply of YoDa.
Yeah, 21 to 57 drones right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and I mean that's really what Leenock does best. Is he knows exactly when to make drones. He knows exactly when to make offensive units. He knows when. He just makes great decisions. You know, he doesn't ever. It doesn't seem like this season he's ever overextending himself or anything like that. Doesn't even lose the Overlord.
And the Viking does go down.
Yeah, Leenock looking pretty unstoppable.
And I don't think YoDa wants to go all the way to Leenock's base to lift that out of the muck.
I don't think I would.
Look at this. Overlord spots the drop. Roaches are already in play.
Yep.
Drop forced to turn around. YoDa is just so far behind right now.
It's like Wolf and QXC said, man, he's a Leenooctopus. He's everywhere. He's got so many tentacles, even on a big map like Terminus.
Dude, I went to the, well, I'll tell you about the aquarium later because YoDa's still trying to get that drop in the main, and it looks like he might. Nope. Medevac survives just for now.
Well, it's such a small drop, too. I mean,
octopuses are actually really smart is kind of the point of the story.
I know.
Oh no, that Medevac at the top!
It's like a runner trying to run between second and third base.
Yeah, he's in a pickle and he dies.
Yep.
And other drop does not happen either, so YoDa just having no luck. He's desperately trying to get back into this game and it's not working at all. His only hope at this point is just to macro off 3 bases and somehow use siege tanks and just defend and basically turtle until he can move out a little bit later.
Yeah,
because there's no way he's going to be able to attack Leenock right now. He keeps losing his little attempts at harassment. He's just losing supply.
Well, I mean, Leenock, essentially, I mean, it's almost like he's got this entire game played already. You know, he's like, I'm going to do this pressure with roaches. I'm going to take care of the Hellions, a few Marines and siege tanks he has. Then I'm going to fall back. I'm going to defend all the places he's going to drop because obviously he can't push me, so he's going to try to drop me. So Leenock just, you know, 1 or more steps ahead in this game in every way, and that's just the worst feeling ever. You know, if you're playing against something like that, you're like, what can I possibly do against this? You got to sit back and play defensive and maybe try to drop a little bit, but not a great feeling. Look, he's going to see this 4th base. Can't even really get Leenock to cancel it with those Hellions. Yeah.
You know what YoDa should have done?
What's that?
He should put, actually right now, he should put AstroTurf around his base.
AstroTurf?
Yes. At the Monterey Aquarium, they put AstroTurf around the top of the octopus's tank because it feels really bad against their little suckers, and so it keeps them from getting out of their tank. Because before they put AstroTurf around the tank, the octopuses would go out of their tank, cross the room of the aquarium, and get into the crab tank and eat all the crabs, and then go back to their own tank again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
Very smart.
Octopi are smart, aren't they?
They are. So, there you go. If you're afraid of octopuses coming in your tank, put some AstroTurf on it.
You're afraid of octopuses coming in your bedroom at night? Put some AstroTurf right in front of your door.
That is a fear that I have
windowsill.
So much of the time.
Man, they have suckers that can climb walls and stuff.
Yeah.
They'll be building UFOs and jetpacks soon. Looks like Leenock is going to do a bit of a doom drop. don't know, I took it to the next level.
You certainly did. That is a lot of banelings and roaches in those overlords.
Yeah.
That is Doom Drop indeed. It's actually mostly roaches and a few banes.
Leenock's going to need to be careful. He doesn't want to get this drop intercepted by the Marines. That could be pretty bad. He's going to see it. All right, he's going to probably change course. All right, he is just going to go ahead and drop things off here. Yeah, he knows you can just... is he going to drop things off? Is he mole trap? Doesn't look like he is
No,
now.
I think he's just going to get some more forces. Maybe go in the front at the same time to be a distraction, or maybe so the drop in is a distraction to go in the main.
Maybe. Leenock is so far ahead. 200 to 127 right now.
Yeah, Leenock is maxed.
And
pretty. 4 bases.
Yeah.
Here comes that drop.
Those bunkers are not going to be up in time, mole trap.
No, they are not.
Here we go. That's a lot of Marines. He's going to lose some
Oh
overlords.
my God.
Give me it up. We're back.
Roaches in the front, distracting fire. Everything gets dropped all over the entire army of YoDa. The banelings dropping out as well, slaughtering Marines. And there are just so many roaches. YoDa is about to get 2-0'd.
Yep.
Leenock is going to advance to the semifinals. We're probably moments away from a GG. YoDa has creeped all up over his natural expansion. He's still in the game for some reason, desperately trying to hold things off, hoping the fact that Leenock has no anti-air is going to maybe save him for a little while.
Yeah. Oh man, all the mules and SCVs running to their doom.
Look at the minimap. Giant line of blue units streaming across the map, constantly maxed. Leenock is just streaming units towards this expansion.
Yep.
The natural's gone, the third is gone, and floating back to the main. He's almost mined out in his main. There's just nothing left for YoDa to hold on to.
You know, I love this too, is that Leenock never stops macroing too. You can see him getting a Spire right now. He's preparing to go to a longer game, even if it doesn't happen.
But it doesn't even matter. He's just going to bowl down that front door. He's probably just going to even turn on auto attack for the buildings with those banelings.
Yeah.
And just roll up into the main.
He's like, oh yeah, that refinery can see all those. Oh, whoops. Not that it really matters. And he's actually probably just going to pull back. He could just drop again in the main. I mean,
he
can do whatever he wants right now.
I'm a little surprised Leenock's not just going to end it, because it's not like he's at like 140 supply and he can remax. No, he's maxed still.
Yeah.
If he loses his army, he's got a really big income. He can remax again.
Well, yeah, you or I would be like, why doesn't he just go in and kill him right now?
You're right. It's always better to play safe. It's always better to play safe in this situation.
The command center is going to be like, hey,
and make sure you're absolutely assured of victory.
Oh, he sold the bunkers too, didn't he? All right. Yep. And yeah, he's going to want to drop those off. No reason to lose anything quite yet.
He had a bunch of melee in there.
That command center is probably going to refuse to land there. Yeah. And, I mean, Tage is on one base right now. He's trying to rebuild his natural at the moment. Actually has rebuilt it, but, he's just so far behind.
YoDa still has those orbitals that he didn't lose them. He just had to lift them up, and he's mining again from his expansion, but...
Yeah, well, Leenock's on 6 bases
Leenock's on 6 bases right now.
Units are out.
And, yeah, maybe... You know what? Here's the thing. Maybe Leenock didn't know what was behind that wall. Maybe he didn't actually know how far ahead he was.
And I mean, even if he did know how far, it's better to just be careful. Here comes the push right now. Siege tanks not getting sieged up in time at all. So many banelings just using them on the siege tanks. Doesn't even need to worry about saving them. Nice marine splitting by I'm YoDa, but there's just way too much stuff from Leenock.
And this time he has Mulists alongside to take out the medevacs, take out any Vikings. There's GG. Leenock. The Leenocktopus
FXO Leenock
opening YoDa's jar.
Made it look easy, didn't he? Wow. Leenock is just dismantling Terrans left and right.
Yeah, man.
And, with the winner of the next game, he's going to play against the Terran no matter what. Or the winner of our next match, rather. I'm YoDa.
That's correct. Yeah, we're going to have a TVZ. So far we have a TVT, a Slayers matchup in the first semifinal, and our next match is going to be Terran versus Terran. Jock G versus Marine King, so Leenock's going to play the winner of that in the semifinals as well.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm a big Leenock fan, but I'm not going to let that, or at least I'm going to try not to let that affect, what I say about it in terms of my predictions for him and things like that. But, I mean, with the way he's playing the season, I really feel like he's going to go all the way. Yeah, I feel like we're going to see him in the finals. Almost definitely. He's got to beat the winner of our next game, though, and that is actually going to be NS Hoso Jokji versus Marine King Prime Wii. So, I mean, either one of whoever wins the next match is going to be probably the strongest Terran opponent that Leenock's faced yet in Code A.
Yeah.
So, and it's kind of been interesting. He's faced like a little bit stronger Terran each step of the way, I feel. And
well, I don't know. I think Boxer, he's been playing really well lately. He might be a little stronger than people expect because he hasn't been
Maka
putting up
did
good
okay,
results
too.
lately. But
all right, maybe
anyway.
not. Disregard what I just said.
Well, no, don't disregard it. I'm just saying it's debatable.
Well,
We don't have to
either
debate
way,
it. It's debatable.
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 Were you ever in debate in school?
No. No,
Me
it wasn't.
neither. Yeah. Well, there you have it. Mole Trap and Doa. Neither of us were in debate.
No, we weren't.
No. I majored in communication, though.
Really?
But that was to
You
get
don't have
along with people, not to argue with them.
Fair enough.
That's right.
That's why I majored in history.
All the debate people out
along
there are
with
like,
people.
that's not what
Doesn't make any
debate is. I have a lot of respect for debate. Don't worry.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, so Jokji versus Marine King is going to be our last series of the
Yep.
day. So far, we've had a complete and utter blowout every single match. Are we going to see
Yeah, it's been like
a
domination.
blowout
all
in the
way
next
through.
match either?
Yeah.
Let's find out after this 5-minute break who's going to win, Marine King or Jokji. Come back in a few.